Starts to point at everybody. Everybody's an enemy in here. Everyone's an enemy.
Excuse me, I'm just, what the hell is going on here? You're being hunted.
Hey there, what's up YouTube? It's Mr. Stan coming back at you with another mashup this time. And before we do that mashup, I just want to do a kind of similar review unboxing of two characters which I just picked up recently. One, of course, is going to be the Neca Ultimate Armored Lost Predator here in the box, which you saw me before. If you haven't looked at the shopping videos, go check them out. You'll see where I get these kind of things and roughly an idea about the prices I pay here in Hong Kong when we come and get our figures and collections, yeah? And I'm also going to introduce this figure, which was also bought a while back. This is from a Hong Kong company called Very Cool, and these are the 1/12 scale, kind of similar to your G.I. Joe figures or those Armored Trooper figures. The Villa 1/12 Palm Treasure series it's called. But it's going to be really interesting. You'll understand why later on in this video why I decided to do both of these together. Not to mention, you're going to see a lot of your other fan favorite type of figures in today's video as well. So please stick to the end if you can, all right? If not, just jump forward and you might see what's going on. In any case, let's go ahead and go straight to the unboxing review. Here we go with the Villa 1/12 Palm Treasures by the company called Very Cool. And by looking at it, you know how cool it is by just looking at the front picture and inside the packaging. It's going really cool. Not so cool, but super cool because of the weaponry. I mean, standard issue magazine. You got an M4 carbine, 30 rounds, looks like it's in the clip. This lady soldier here, she definitely is ready, armed, and ready to just take out the enemy whenever it strikes right in the palm of your hand, as you can see. Let's go ahead and take it out and see in more detail what this looks like. There it is. Let me go ahead and actually pull off this side and we can get a better representation. Obviously, these are, you could say, the very high premium series of 6-inch figures if you're looking in for like a very detailed type. Oh, there it goes. This looks like the little magazine already slid out. But we can take a look already. There she is. Let me see if I can get a close-up. Check out the realism on that face. It's almost like having one of those Hot Toys Sideshow 1/6 scale figures in this miniature size. And the closing, the fabrication, all the detailing on here is just, wow, it's just exquisite. And of course, you got its sidearm. She's got, let's see, ammo pouches, M4 carbine. You also got this nice little rucksack right here. You also get only one pair of additional optional hands for her to hold her weapon. And I'm actually holding the little clip right here. There's the magazine that just fell out. Let me go ahead and pull this out of the packaging right now. Herself, this is just really incredibly, just beautifully well done. Sculpture-wise, and you can even take a look at the eyes, almost look glass-like right there. Just so much realism there. Everything from just the hair detail. You got herself wearing a scarf, not to mention some other particular nice, features on her, which, we don't need to mention right now. But in any case, as far as her pretty much articulation goes, you can say its boundaries aren't exactly like a fully articulate. I mean, she does have her limitations right here. Basically, I can feel already, but you can't see it. There is a single joint swivel right here. You can see another joint on both sides. Shoulder-wise, it's only as good as pretty much her clothing, because as she's wearing this uniform, the restriction is there a bit, because as you know, she's not going to basically wave her whole arm around because the clothing itself will twist. I'm sure if you remove the clothing, which I'm not sure, no, actually you cannot. You can't actually remove all the clothing because it's actually one single piece. You would probably end up ripping it if anything. But as far as the articulation again goes, you can see pretty much here around the foot area, it's on a ball joint. Knee as well. There is no swivel rotation here. I mean, pretty much again, I think it's because of the restriction of the clothing that she's wearing. And if you were to remove it, you would probably be ending up breaking the clothing. But as far as how she moves around and goes, I think it's fair enough to say that for this figure, it is more or less, it's mainly focused on more detail as opposed to complete articulation. Just keep that in mind. Let me go ahead and put her on the plaque, and you can see again, you're going to pretty much get the poses that you want out of it, but you're not going to get like something really crazy. I mean, I don't believe, she's not going to be able to do the split fully because again, this clothing right here in the middle would basically just tear. But as far as everything else goes, you know, she'll be doing okay. Pretty much for most of your diorama poses or whatnot, she'll be fine. Again, as far as accessories goes, here you have the basically her only weapon that she comes with, which is this M4 carbine. Nothing special about this. I mean, it's as far as the sculpting goes, the mold, it's nice. This right here is actually a small attachment that you just add on, which is probably its laser sight. There is no other details besides that. The scope itself, the barrel itself is actually not hollow. It just has that little point right there, but pretty much it's just a solid piece of plastic. The clip itself, unfortunately, does not remove, even though it does actually come with, again, another additional ammo clip right there, so it doesn't actually remove. You can't actually take this out. It would have been nice if they did do that, but at this scale I can understand why. It would be cost production wise, and it would probably cost more to buy this figure afterwards if they had to go through that kind of detail, which is of course what we don't want. Now it also comes with this rucksack. Now if you're actually curious about this rucksack, it does actually unzip, and you can actually put the optional hands, or you can even put the other additional ammo pouches that it comes with right there. You can see there's actually some foam inside already, but they do unzip. Both sides do actually unzip. This one actually can unlatch as well, I believe. Let me see. Well, actually it doesn't unlatch. It actually is actually used with the you can see the Velcro right there. The bandage right there is actually tied through the clip. And here you got the side. So here we got the side right there. It's you know, I mean, you can again say it's a very well detailed accessory in that sense. And the other part is, again, you have these little ammo pouches. In order to put these pouches on her, you need to remove her little belt and slide them through that crevice right there, and they can go around. It's a nice additional accessory, but it's not necessary because, again, for this type of figure, she looks quite well without using them or not. You don't have to armor her down so much, pretty much. Back at the figure, in case you're wondering, these pouches right here do open up, so you can actually stick in, you could say per se, if you wanted to, you could actually stick in the ammo clip. The ammo clip can actually slide right inside, and even the ammo pouches can go inside as well, as you can see right there. And on the side, we get, of course, you got these knee pads right there, and you know, it goes to details on her nice, you could say, well, trainer shoes right there, boots or whatnot. Yeah, those are your standard issue soldier shoes right now that you're using, I'm sure, outside for the hefty rough terrain. Her hoodie, really quite nice. The hoodie does go all the way up. It can cover her hair. You do just want to be a bit careful when you do, because you don't want her hair to basically, you know, kind of like cringe up, and then later you're gonna have like a bad hair day with this character. But you can see already, I can sort of like slide the hair in gently, and then basically she can have herself hooded right there. And also the hood here is actually a wire frame, so it can actually, you can actually push it down, and you can guide the shape that you want. Let me go ahead and mash it down like that, so she can, you can just basically wire squeeze the area to get the acquired shape that you're looking for when she puts her hood. She is right now in one of her knelt down poses, as you can see, holding the M4 carbine. Now again, as I mentioned, it's not 100% articulate, however it does do the job. It's articulate enough to get the action pose that you are particularly looking for. Again, it's just basically because of the limitation of the actual clothing, but you get all that detail in there. You're looking at pretty much a primo figure right here. We just take a look at one of the prey. Let's actually take a look at the Predator. So here you have the Predator 2 box right here. Ultimate Armored Lost Predator, it says here. I love the artwork on this. I don't know why. I love this nice shiny box here. On the side, you can see Predator 201 Ultimate Armored Lost Predator there, and it's got a very nice metallic shiny title to it. And on the back, you can see this is what the back of the box looks like, and it's got many of the other Predators that you can get in the series from the collection. And let's go ahead. It also has, again, the opened up, you could say, plastic, so basically it has a way, it has this plastic front for you all to gander and look inside to see the actual figure and accessories without actually having to open the box. So if you were to just keep it in the box and have them displayed, you don't have to worry about taking the contents out, because you can actually see all the contents. There you have him wielding that huge, nice, what is that? It's going to be definitely a katana, right? Could be a katana. I'm not sure exactly. It looks like a katana if you ask me. But what I like about it is, it actually mentioned on the bottom that this actually comes with its own batteries, and the helmet actually lights up, which I also think is quite cool for a 6-inch figure, especially if, you know, it's going to be like this kind of Predator figure. It's so good that they can actually have these LED functions. More functions, the better, I say. There you have it now. It is out of the box, but still inside the plastic casing. First off, it does come with a nice, very simplistic backdrop. This pretty much is probably a photo of the alien, or you say the Predator spacecraft, somewhere inside, or chamber of whatnot, with some little fog on the back. There you have here, it's still inside the plastic casing. It's got 3 different heads. The main head, it's got the helmeted head, which will have an LED in just a moment. Then you got its head with its mouth split right open. Wait, see, where's those eyes? Oh, I can see you right there sleeping, looking at us. And of course, it comes with a throwing disc, quite awesome. And you can see it's got 2 sets of interchangeable hands, and he's got his nice cool sword right there on the side. Of course, on his backpack, shoulder cannon. That's his shoulder cannon that we all know just targets and just obliterates everything in his sight. He is completely taken out of the box, and I must say, he is massive. He is just he is a tank. He is what you can see all we have been looking at in the past Predator movies. Exact, almost very detailed, representation of a true Predator warrior. This, of course, being the ultimate armored lost Predator. I can just say, this is just really awesome. I mean, he's just totally, wow. It's like when you say Predator, look at those eyes. Just look at those eyes. Those teeth, those mandibles, everything. Oh my goodness. And the other cool thing is you can see he's got these nice long dreadlocks, which are very rubbery. They're not actually hard plastic, but they are kind of rubbery on the side. He's got his armor plating on the corner. Of course, he's not fully armored. He has his gauntlets over here. Of course, they don't actually have those 2 serrated blades, which would have been nice, but this particular figure doesn't come with that. Instead, he comes with a couple other things, which is actually equally as cool. On the back, we can see there's his mounted shoulder cannon with the wiring on the side. Pretty much all standard, weapons are gonna have. Pretty much all Predators, I figured, are gonna have the iconic shoulder cannon with that triangle dot and just blow everything up to Kingdom Come. He does have a waist belt here, probably a nice kind of like detailed weapon here, which is not removable. The belt does look like it's removable. It is quite loose. I do know that these little thigh pads right here, they're actually pegged inside, so you could actually remove those as well. And from the gauntlets, though, you would actually have to remove the hands. I do believe you can slide them off. As far as articulation goes, you can see we have, again, there's a bit of a double joint here. However, because of the gauntlets, his range of motion to actually basically make these 2 like pretty much as close as possible is kind of restricted because of the gauntlet. But you know, it's good enough. It's good enough shoulder range wise. Okay. Just one more thing. He is very tight. These joints are super tight, by the way. It's not so simple that you can move it, but he's got a swivel joint here on the ball. As far as his mobility in the chest area, he can crunch just a bit, not too much right there. And he's got, again, another, you can see double joint right here. So he can bend his knee a little bit, not like extremely, because again, you're kind of limited with mobility when you have this particular, that particular shin guard right here in the middle, but it's still okay. And as far as him doing any splits though, okay, he can sort of manage. He can sort of manage your old, awesome Street Fighter, Van Damme, whatever you want to call it, splits. Pretty much from that, let's look at the accessories he comes with. As I mentioned, he does come with 2 different heads. So he's got the open mouth head, like right here. Look at that, jaws inside. Actually, yeah, you can pretty much say that you do not want to be head to head with this guy when he takes his helmet off. Of course, equally as menacing is that he's got this helmet, and this is one of the reasons why I particularly chose, because it does have an LED function. So the LED batteries, by the way, are in the top. I can just remove the top right here, and you can see, I don't know what size they are, but you can definitely see right there, there's 2 LED batteries in the top. And the button basically to activate is right here, which is also quite cool. So then you can basically turn it on, and there you are. He is ready to go out and hunt. Again, all of the heads actually come with this nice, very rubbery dreadlock sort of deal right there. And he comes again with 2 sets of hands. We'll put that right here. He also has this nice little sword that goes easily to sheath in the back, as you just saw. It will go back right here, and we'll just slide it in just for now. There you go, accessory. And he comes with a throwing disc. Unfortunately, the throwing disc does not retract, so it's not like you can each individual peg. It is a fixed mold, so it just is just open. So when he's going to throw it, he's going to throw it. But in case you're wondering, it would be nice if it could retract, but then again, the cost would be higher as well.
And it looks like another tournament is about to begin for the Predators. Here we have landed the new prey that they have been looking all over the galaxy for. Starting off with G.I. Joe Classified, Gung Ho, Gears of War 5, Kate Diaz. Then we have got G.I. Joe Classified, Cobra Commander. And we've got the Transformer Siege with Megatron. And we got this really hot looking girl here from another company that everyone's starting to realize called Very Cool. And we have here Marvel Legends. There's just our soldier who's probably going to be killed off first. And we have Star Wars Series Black, the Commando Mandalorian. What's going to happen now? Everyone gets up and grabs their weapons and starts to point at everybody. Everybody's an enemy in here. Everyone's an enemy. Everybody is ready to just go ahead and blast, trigger happy. But lo and behold, they actually don't know that the Predators are actually ready to hunt them down, even though they're in such close proximity. Including here, we have the ultimate armored lone Predator. And here, we have this demon Predator already in his cloaking form. What's going to happen next? This doesn't look good. Oh, what's that noise coming? Something's coming. Whoa! Boom! I guess the Predators forgot they also ordered the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. But because of the bad shipping and the bad friendly service that took so long, they forgot about it because it waited so long, and now the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is here to take everyone out. It's like that demon Predator actually is readying his shoulder cannon, and he shoots a shot at him. Boom! Oh, Oh! The Predator, Demon Predator, was able to take out the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. He's now no longer cloaked. And you know what that means? Uh-oh. Everybody can see him. Oh boy, oh boy. It looks like it's time for them to basically... Oh! And finally, some other noise is coming. Wait a sec, what can be happening now? Whoa! Boom! And even more massive Stay Puft Marshmallow landed. I guess the Predators pretty much forgot what they've been buying lately. Oh, forget about the FedEx. When he's just shooting that Stay Puft, but it has no effect. His one is just resilient against all sorts of gunfire. What are they gonna do? Oh no, what's gonna happen next? This guy's going forward. You can see he's already moving. He's already moving. He's already moving. Here comes the armored Predator. He's coming down and he's... Whoa! Oh, slicing inside and boom! Alright, as you know, when Predators face their enemy and be defeated, they learn from the next battle, and this is no different from the ultimate armored Predator. He has used his special sword, which is actually a special killing sword for Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. He's victorious! It looks like everyone has actually made a truce. They're all neutral for now. Everybody's just enjoying some nice marshmallows. Here we have the Mandalorian Commando. You've got plenty right there. There we've got the Hydra Soldier. There we got the really hot looking figure. There we got Megatron. And of course we've got Cobra Commander. There we got Kate Diaz using her Lancer right there to rip through it. And here we've got Gung Ho. Wow, nice one for you. And finally, oh wait. Hey, where's your head? Oh, you took your helmet off. There, we've got the ultimate armored Lost Predator right here. Well, you've got 5-on-1 throwing disc. Wow.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching our review. I hope you all liked that fiasco, especially since Halloween is actually coming up pretty soon. I figured why not just go ahead and throw Stay Puft in there, right? Of course, it should have been better with a Ghostbusters type of ordeal, but I think further down the road, if I do Ghostbusters, we might see him come back, or even something more vicious. We don't know. In any case, this is the first time I've actually reviewed two of these companies pretty much at the same time. This is the first time for the Very Cool toy line that here, as I mentioned, is like a small company here in Hong Kong that has been doing this for a little while, not a long time, but they're like, you could say, a competitor towards Hot Toys in a way. And this is also the very first time I've done a NECA series, especially the Predator series, something that I hope you all like to see in the future. Just let me know in the comments below. Also, in my opinion, for both figures, if you are looking for a detailed 6-inch soldier female figure or other 6-inch figures, going with the company Very Cool is definitely the way to go. They are quite detailed, as you can see, fabricated, whatnot, hair, eyes, everything is just very realistic. But then again, the sacrifice is you are paying a bit more, and the articulation maybe not as quite as tight as you are with like a 6-inch classified Joe figure, right? And then with the NECA Predator, I can just say that, wow, for a bargain price, it was not really a high price to pay for this, and the boxing and everything was just immaculate. The only thing is, again, the articulation, it wasn't as flexible as I was hoping it would be, but since you got that massive bulk, I can understand, and also with the armor plating in different joints areas, then I know that you're not going to get that much flexibility, but still good enough. Not to mention, I hope they come out with more of the LED types of function or better gimmicks later. Pretty much for detailing, though, for the Predator, you can't go wrong. It does very much look like what you would look for in a Predator, especially when it has, you know, 2 different heads, those hands. Wow, very, very, very menacing. If you are not a subscriber, you know what to do. Go ahead and click subscribe. Go ahead and put the notification button on as well so you can see my next videos coming out. And I will see everybody on the next video.